We've established that fiber is a nutritional powerhouse. But there is a massive problem. Most of the population isn't even coming close to the standard recommendations.
I've seen the stats. Most national authorities set the bar at 25 to 38 grams a day. But why is it so hard to hit that?
Because modern food systems are designed for convenience, not fiber. We prioritize shelf stability and fine texture, which usually means stripping away the bran and the skin. When you replace whole foods with refined grains and processed snacks, you're effectively removing the fiber without reducing the calories.
So it's a fiber to calorie mismatch. I'm eating my calories, but I'm missing the structural content that actually regulates my metabolism.
Exactly. That's why instead of just giving people a flat target, some authorities, like the USDA and the Nordic Council, recommend a fiber-to-calorie density approach.
A fiber to calorie density? Interesting. What's the ratio?
The USDA suggests roughly 14 grams of fiber for every 1,000 calories you consume. The Nordic countries use a similar metric at about 12.5 grams per 1,000 calories.
That makes much more sense. It's like a built in tax on every calorie I eat. Every 1,000 calories I consume needs 14 grams of fiber to balance it out.
Exactly. So if you're eating 2,500 calories a day, a 14 gram per 1,000 density target puts you at 35 grams. That's a solid health protective baseline.
I can definitely strive for that, but what's the most practical way to actually reach that target?
In short, focus on plant-based whole foods. Load up on vegetables, fruits, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. If you want to hit that target quickly, prioritize fiber champions like raspberries, avocados, lentils, oats, and chia seeds. One quick caveat: ramp up your intake slowly and drink plenty of water to give your digestive system time to adjust.
That gives me a solid grocery list. But looking at the extremes, I've heard our ancestors consumed about 100 grams a day. Is 35 grams really enough to get the full metabolic benefit?
Think of it in tiers. Your baseline goal is that 30 to 35 gram range. Just hitting that means you're doing better than the vast majority of the population. But if you really want to go further, look at the fiber pioneers from the 1970s, like Dennis Burkitt. They argued that a 50-gram target was the sweet spot for protecting against chronic diseases.
So, 35 grams is the baseline target, and 50 grams is the pioneer target for high performance.
Right. And if you're really curious about the full potential, that 100-gram ancestral mark is out there. But consider that the advanced tier. You don't jump to that overnight. You spend months, maybe years, training your gut bacteria as well as your taste buds to handle that kind of volume.
That makes way more sense. The 14-gram density target is the first step, and once I'm consistent there, I can slowly scale up toward that 50-gram pioneer mark. The 100-gram mark is just a long-term vision.
That's the perfect way to do it. The key is digestive tolerance. You're building an ecosystem in your gut. Give it time to adapt, stay hydrated, and don't rush the process.
Tiered goals, calculated density, and a long-term mindset. Fiber isn't just roughage, it's a system to be optimized.
Exactly. Start with the baseline, stay consistent, and let your gut do the rest.